I don't know if I got anybody back in my chat or not. It doesn't show this one in there. I'm trying to get it straightened out, y'all. I've got a mess here for some reason. My first live was locked on vertical and it wouldn't let me change it, so I had to end it and start a new one. So I'm trying to get it corrected right now. Just bear with me a few minutes. See, we got Reba, Cindy. I had 50 some in there earlier. I don't know what happened. But I had to end the live because it kept cutting off. See if I've got it back on here now. I'm just trying to correct my live stream here. Now, maybe I've got it back the way it should be. I hope. As soon as I get this setting corrected. Well, it's not changing it. Ugh. I don't know what the problem is with this. It won't let me turn monetization back on. Hold on. Y'all just bear with me a little bit more. I got to go into the other settings to change it. Oh, come on. Finally got my chat box back. Be just another minute, y'all. Get this straightened out. Finally. Now, maybe I can get this straight. Get it down just a tiny bit. This little plastic thing is itching me. I've got on Snow White's top that she sent me. I had 50 some in chat a while ago, and I had to end the live because it was locked on vertical, and I hate to do a live in vertical. I want it horizontal like it is now, so that's why I had to change it. There's Snow White. I've got the blouse on that you sent me. Thank you. I showed it in the live I did last night. We got the vegan menu, Gladys, Sheila, a Snow White, Karen. Susan. Let's get it on live chat instead of super chat. Homemade Everything is watching. Thank you. Thanks Snow White for that. She sent it to me. I hope everybody that was in my original live finds this one. They should get notification, though, that I'm live on this one. I was trying to go live on something else so I could use my phone or my camera for, other uses, but I messed up all the way around. And there's Rebecca Bourne. Hello. We've got hello to Homemade, Tamara, Rebecca, Gladys, Connie, Snow White, Sheila, Vegan Menu. We've got 19 in so far. I hope everybody finds it. There's Becky. Yeah, I'm glad you found me, Tamara. I had a mess with the first live I set up. It was locked into vertical, and I don't want to do a live with vertical setting. So I finally just had to delete it out and start a new live. And I had about 52 or 53 people in that live. So I hope they find their way back to this one, because we need at least 50 in here to play. And there's April, hello, and Liz. How's Liz doing today? Thank you. What do you mean, what happened to all the wrenches? They're still here, aren't they? April's got a wrench. Connie's got a wrench. You got a wrench. Susan's got a wrench. So I don't know. I don't know what you mean. There's some people that have wrenches that are not in live, so. Like Miss Weaver, she hasn't been in our lives in a while, but I assumed it's because her sister's been so sick. There's Peggy. Hello, Peggy. Karen Mayer. Oh, it's not showing up on the television. Well, you got a wrench. Everybody still got their wrenches. I haven't made any changes. They show up on my screen. But I'm not watching on the television. I've got my camera going and my laptop computer. And I'm watching the chat on the laptop screen right over here. Because the camera's too far away to read it over there. But there's what you're going to be winning tonight. It's pretty, beautiful ring. Got 23. Where's the other 20 some? I lost them in the shuffle. Yes, it is a beautiful ring. Someone's going to be lucky to win it. Yeah, all the wrenches are here. I mean, except the ones that are just not in live. You hope you know at least one answer. Well, we're going to do it from, let's see, 1980s trivia pack tonight. Because I told you we were going to switch around. So y'all ought to know this. It's not real old, but it's not real new either. So this should be a fair trivia tonight, so everybody gets a chance to know some answers. We're playing trivia, Karen. We usually play trivia on Thursday night. It's a size 8. And it's almost too big for my finger. But this finger here, I can't get it on but that far because I've got arthritis in that knuckle. So I can't get it past the knuckle. But it's a size 8. Well, you can win another one, Sheila. I mean, if you win, you win. Doesn't matter. But I just hope the other 20 people find their way back into the live chat. Because at the time I had to end the chat, there was 50, I think 53 people in watching. And do you know it was 101 at 4 o'clock here today? Yeah, you'll have to catch back up, I guess. Finally found me again, Beth. I had 92 views on that. 92 views. Now, I want those 92 to come back in here. So, I'm hoping they find their way back. Tubing and size it down. And there's Elaine. Hello, Elaine. Or Eileen Driscoll. Welcome to our live chat. We've got a beautiful ring up for the prize tonight. Your donuts were delicious. You fixed them, Cindy? Oh, good. Okay. But I've had 92 watching it already, so I'm hoping they find this one. And there's Pamela from Tennessee. Welcome, Pamela. You made them before? Yeah, I think I got a comment from you on that video that you called them something else, baguettes or something. I don't remember. I'm afraid I've lost a bunch of people by having such a hard time getting back on the live. But I figure if they hit all notifications and they got notified that the second live started, that they would come on in this one. But you know, some people don't think to hit all notifications when they subscribe to a channel. They just subscribe and let it go. They don't think to hit the bell and then choose all notifications. So they're notified of every video that I put up, whether it's a live or just a recorded video. Got to keep checking like you do. Matasadas. I know I don't pronounce that correctly. Malasadas. Oh, okay, somebody called them baguettes, something to that form. It started with a B. But I remember your comment because you had the Malasadas. Are you leaving us, Karen? She's saying good night, all. Jesus saved me. Hello, Jesus saved me. Welcome to live chat. But that is the prize tonight. Can't see it very well. It doesn't show up. The French say beignets, however you spell it. You traveled YouTube streets so you found me again, Beth. Well, did you hit all notifications when you subscribed to my channel? If you didn't, go back to one of the videos and where it says subscribed, it'll say you're subscribed already. But click on the bell and it'll drop down a menu or pop up a menu, and then choose the first option, which is all notifications, and it'll notify you of every live that I go on, every video that I post, everything. Well, there's also there's ring sizers you can get. I've seen them before, but I don't know where I got it. I don't know if it was a jewelry store or they sold them in a regular store where they have jewelry. But there's a thing you can put on the band that makes the ring smaller, so you don't have to take it in and have anything done to the ring itself. You just put that, it's like a ring guard. You put on it and it will make it smaller so it'll stay on your finger. There you go, Beignet. Baguette or something, I don't know. Amazon sells them, okay. Ben Gay. See, I was all wrong. I was saying Bengay. It's Bengay, like the Bengay you rub on your body. And there's Jennifer from Edmonton, Canada. Welcome, Jennifer. We're back up to 29. Where's everybody else? I hope everybody finds us. I thought putting the same exact thumbnail and everything back up on the live that I had to redo, that would give them a clue that, hey, something went wrong with the first one. We got another one, so come on back in. 31 now. 11 thumbs up. Beignet. Oh no, Susan's internet is down. Well, mine has been going. Hold on a minute. My internet has been crazy today. I've tried to reply to some of my comments, and I kept getting the message, unable to post message or something. I don't know what the problem was, but I had just posted one or sent a reply, and the next one I tried, it wouldn't go through. So I just gave up. I said, I'll try later. Okay, no more. Benny. There's Shelly Edwards. Hello, Shelly. Got Sheila McDaniel. We're up to 32, so maybe we'll get the 53 back that we had to begin with. Hi, Shelly. How are you today? And there's Amanda Lynn. She was putting food in the oven. That's okay. We're just waiting for people to get in before we start the game. Yeah, it was 101 here about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Because I was outside a little bit earlier before noon doing some stuff in the yard, and oh my God, it was so hot. I mean, I had sweat just dripping off of me, off my nose, in my eyes. My clothes were soaked when I come in the house. I said, I don't know if I'm going to get through the next couple of weeks or not. For about another 2 weeks, it's going to be triple digits. It's pronounced beignet. Well, I made beignet and I didn't know it. Oh, 79 degrees in Hawaii with a beautiful breeze. Oh, tell me about it. I need to be sitting there in Hawaii right now. It's still like 95 degrees here at 7:30. There's Patty C. I'm glad you found your way back. I was having so much trouble with that first live, I had to end it and then start a new one. 98 there, that's pretty hot. It was 101 here by 4 o'clock. Me too, Shelly. I did that quite often last year because it was too hot to get out there during the day. I waited and watered at night. Your side of the island's been getting a lot of rain, April? Wow. Well, yeah, it's pretty nice when you get some rain. But it's miserable in Tennessee, huh? I've got a brother that moved to Tennessee with his wife. She passed away this past year. And he's still there. I think he's got his house up for sale because his plans is to buy some property close to his daughter that lives in South Carolina and put a house or something on some property close to her. Yeah, triple digits from June until at least September. Well, it looks like it's going to be triple digits here for most of this month. This month started out right, 101 degrees. Hot and humid in Missouri. What the cheerleaders say? Yay, it's beignets. Beignets. I'm glad it said it's 98 in Connecticut. Who is Ben? Just kidding. I know if it's 101, you better believe that heat index is way up there. 106, yeah. We're up to 34. Where's the other 20 that were in earlier that I lost when I had to end my live and start it over? Fires keep breaking out in Maui. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Y'all have had enough fires out that way. No, we need to get the 53 back in here. That's the reason I'm waiting. I'm going to give them time to get back in before I start the questions. Because we need 50 at least in here to start playing. And now we're dropped down to 32, so we lost 2 of them. All you girls made of sugar just melting in the heat. Because I don't want just 10 people in chat at a chance to win the ring. We need to get some numbers in here. Get it up to at least 50. And we're playing 1980s tonight. Yeah, it is a beautiful ring, Patty. Right there, I got it on my finger. And there's Donna Morton. Hello, Donna. Were you in the earlier live that I had to end and restart again? And there's Pamela Clayton. Can't wait on 50. Well, I'm going to wait at least 30 minutes, give people time to get in here because we had to end the first live because it was messed up. Restart, so I have to give people time to get back into, find the live and get back into chat to play. Well, how long were you going to be able to stay in chat to begin with, Pamela? Because we play for quite a while, ask quite a few questions to win. It's not like I just ask one question and, hey, you're the winner. There's Ashley. Hello, Ashley. And there's Wilson. Hi, Wilson. I sent your seeds out to you. You should be getting them pretty soon. April has been a couch potato today. We're up to 33. And we've been back live for 28 minutes. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little doing. I had all kind of trouble with the first live. It was locked into vertical. It wouldn't let me change it. Sheila, I'm sure you have a life. Yeah, we just started at 7, so I usually try to give everybody a chance to get into the live before I start asking questions. Took you a good while to find it again? Yeah, probably. It should have notified everybody, though. Oh no, Patty C. I'm so sorry to hear that. Her car died on her again at the doctor's appointment, and she had to get it towed. There's Ashley Chapman. There's Kittens and Puppies. Psychic Tarot. Hello. Welcome to our chat. I think I was in my 30s in the 80s. I went through 5.5 hour surgery yesterday on my face for cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Beth. But I'm glad to see that you're in chat. That must mean that you came through it fine and everything is okay. You're just on the road to recovery now. Cindy was 21 when I had my daughter in 1988. And Sheila McDaniel graduated from high school in 81. Yeah, I know vegan menu, and it's always good to know that. But it hit 31 minutes, so we're going to get started. We'll play. We'll have the prize anyway because I know there was a lot of people that showed up earlier. Okay. What toy brand, known for its foam footballs, released its first blaster in 1989? It was the Blast-A-Ball. What toy brand was it? Cindy got it. It was Nerf. Cindy Sandu. I see there's 4 people that got it, but Cindy was the first one up. The Princess Bride, you killed my father. Prepare to die. Oh, I read the answer. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to skip that question. Which day of the week follows the word black to describe the stock market crash on October 19th, 1987, the largest one-day loss ever? What day of the week did that happen on? Y'all are thinking about Black Friday. That's the sales Black Friday. That's not the day that the stock market crashed. Good try, though. Kaiser got it. Keizara. Kilzera? It was on a Monday. They got it correct, or she got it correct. It was on a Monday. The stock market plunged 508 points, the most at that point that it ever crashed before. And it was on a Monday. They called it Black Monday. What show starred Alan Thicke as a dad who worked from home and also featured one of Leonardo DiCaprio's first roles? Growing Pains, vegan menu. Way to go, vegan. See, I told you y'all know these. Most of you know some of these, if not all of the answers to the 80s. In The Karate Kid, what is the name of Daniel's karate mentor? You should know it because if you ever watch Karate Kid, Daniel was saying his name throughout the whole thing. Miyagi, or whatever you say, how you pronounce it. Cindy got that one. It was Mr. Miyagi, or however you pronounce it. What animated series based on a comic strip included Mr. Wilson, Margaret, and a dog named Ruff? Wax on, wax off, yeah. I always remember that about that movie. Dennis the Menace, April Flowers got it. Way to go, April. Okay. In Back to the Future, the name of what fashion designer was printed on Marty McFly's underwear, leading Lorraine to think that it was his name? Calvin Klein. Kilzara. I know I don't pronounce that wrong, right? But Kizara, I guess she's the one that got that. Which computer company originally named PCs Unlimited or PCs Limited introduced its first new computer in 1985, the Turbo PC? What company was it? Not IBM and not Apple. Dell. Homemade Everything got it. Way to go, Homemade. People are answering the questions before you even start talking. It's lagging for me. Well, I don't know. I'm filming on my camera and I'm reading it here on my laptop. And there's a few seconds lag even before I see it on the computer screen. So I don't know what to do about that. Gladys says, go ladies, I'm just going to watch. Well, you probably know some of these answers, Gladys. What animal would often laugh at you if you had a bad round in the video game Duck Hunt? What animal? Ashley Chapman got it. It's a dog. Way to go, Ashley. Your son played that game? And there's Donna Morton, but no, it wasn't a duck. Good try, though. What is the name of Scooby-Doo's high-energy nephew who loves to shout, puppy power, and Lemmy at Lemmy? My nose is itching. Lemmy at Emil, or M. Scrappy. And Cindy looks like she's the first one that popped up with the name Scrappy. So I got to give that to Cindy. I don't see anybody that came in before her on that. His full name was Scrappy Doo. So I'm going to give Tamara a milling a point for that because she did put the whole name in there. Scrappy Doo. So Tamara, I'm giving you a point for putting the whole name. And there's Kevin Ward. Hi, Kevin. What political and economical group did Greece join on January 1st, 1981, becoming its 10th member? Oh, what is my nose itching? Somebody's talking about me. Not NATO. UN is close, but it's not the UN. Let me read the question again. What political and economic group did Greece join on January 1st, 1981, becoming its 10th member? Remember, we're talking about another country, not the U.S. It's not NATO, Wilson. Not history of European. Homemade everything. It was a union. What union? I'm giving European union. So homemade everything got the whole thing. So homemade everything, you got the point because you came in with half the name and then you came in with the whole name. So you definitely got the point on that, homemade. It was the European Union. Which Saturday morning cartoon was based on a popular book series and starred Grizzlies known as Mama, Papa, brother, and sister? The Barson Bears. Vegan men, you got that. Way to go, vegan. Eileen put Smurfs. No, it wasn't Smurfs. What Holocaust survivor, also the author of the unclaimed 1960 book Night, was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1986? Who wrote that book? That's not the name they got here. I don't know that she had a different name. Not Victoria Frank, not Sheil, not Anne Frank. Ashley Chapman. It was Ellie Weasel. Way to go, Ashley. Yeah, I would have first thought Anne Frank too, because as a child growing up, that was the story that I most remember hearing about the Holocaust, was Anne Frank and her whole family and what they went through. I don't think I ever heard of this other lady. The hit action series Magnum PI takes place in what sunny U.S. state, which also gives its name to the Magnum's favorite kind of shirt? Vegan Venue, Hawaii. Way to go, vegan. I thought April would have jumped in there with that one. She did, but she was the third one. What type of computer prints typically required the use of perforated paper with holes along both edges? Laser printer, telegraph printer, or dot matrix printer? I used to have one of those. That was one of my I think my very first printer that I had with a computer that I owned was one of these. We're not asking whether it was Mac, IBM, or what. What kind of printer was it? It looks like Kevin got it. Because I know he meant dot matrix. And that's what it is, a dot matrix printer. I had one. And it had holes. The paper came in a roll on my, I mean, it was not rolls, but they were joined together, and they'd feed in a roll, and you could print a long banner on my printer, which you can't do on the printers you have now. You can only print one page at a time. But Kevin, you got that. Way to go, Kevin. Dot matrix printer. I still have it. It's out in the shed with the old computer. They all worked when I put it out there, but it's been so hot and they've been out there for so many years. I don't know that any of it would work now. Some of it's probably melted or dehydrated. You had one too, Sheila? You never heard of that? It was the neatest thing. I was so disappointed when the new computers come out and the new printers, and I couldn't use my old dot matrix printer anymore because I could no longer use the paper that was hooked together. And I couldn't print banners unless I printed one page at a time and taped them together, which I didn't want to do. I know sometimes new is not better. What iconic musical device was a favorite of both breakdancers and Lloyd Doppler in the movie Say Anything? What iconic musical device was a favorite of both breakdancers and Lloyd Doppler in the movie Say Anything? Everybody used to love a boombox. Wilson got it. Way to go, Wilson. Wilson got his first answer right. Boombox it was. Yeah, you got it too, but you're like third that came in, or second. You were second. You and Wilson must have almost tied for the first pop in. What presidential candidate said, "Read my lips, no new taxes," in 1988? What presidential candidate said, "Read my lips, no new taxes," in 1988? Bush, vegan menu. Way to go, vegan menu. It was George W. Bush. But vegan menu coming first on the wire, so. In 1987, what director named his production company Castle Rock after the fictional town where Stand By Me takes place? Homemade Everything. Got it correct. Way to go, Homemade. It was Rob Reiner. Get another cough drop in my mouth before I start coughing so much I can't even read the questions. Patty says I failed. No, not yet. You still may be the winner. So far, vegan menus ahead. Cindy Sandu and Homemade Everything are coming up second. And then Ashley and Kevin are third. No, not Kevin. Kazera, or however you pronounce that name, is third. What electronic instrument seen in popular videos by Devo combined a keyboard with a guitar? What electronic instrument seen in popular videos by Devo combined a keyboard with a guitar? Jarn Michael. You got it. Way to go, Jarn Michael. It was called the keytar. The keytar. Yeah, Keytar. Keytar. And there's Kai. Welcome, Kai. You came in second. Sorry about that. What team won the first of the 1988 World Series when the badly injured Kirk Gibson hobbled to the plate and hit a pitch hit walk-off home run? Good evening, Kai. Love to see you in chat. Dodgers, Jarn Michael. It was Los Angeles Dodgers. Vin Scully's call said it all. The impossible has happened. Jarn Michael got it. It was Dodgers. What technology giant launched its first PC in 1981, giving the Apple its new competition? Who is Apple's biggest? Yep, Jarn Michael got it. It's IBM. Way to go. Whoop, whoop. I thought everybody would know that. IBM and Apple always competed with one another. In 1983, a bill established the birthday of what civic rights activist as a federal holiday? Homemade Everything, Martin Luther King. It was Martin Luther King Jr. The first time the holiday was observed was in 1986. I got it. I live in Birmingham. Oh, wait a minute. Kevin come in first, didn't he? He had MIK for Martin Luther King, or MTK. Kevin, I got to give it to you because you did have it before Homemade Everything. Sorry about that. I didn't see it. And I should have, because Homemade Everything came in right below you. You've been up since 3 a.m. and you feel like a zombie, April? Well, why were you up since 3 a.m.? What's going on at your house, April? Rebecca says, a swears are showing first for me to questions. Meant answers. What was the most popular baby name for girls in the United States in the 1980s? Was it Jessica, Tiffany, or Ashley? John Michael got it. It was Jessica. Way to go, John Michael. Got quite a few answers in here. How did Susan get in there? Susan wasn't even one of the choices, but it was in there. Oh, wow. 10 seconds behind. I was live with you, but now I'm lagging, huh? Okay, what location-based term was used to describe a style of talking that featured words such as like, duh, totally, and grouty or Grody? Grody. It was Valley, yeah. Kazera got that one. It was Val Speak or Valley Girl, so she came up with Valley. So I know that's what she meant. Oh, your boyfriend left to go on tour. Oh, that explains it. Yes, Kai got it. Slang. Well, we were looking for Valley Girl or a Val Speak, not slang. But I guess that's kind of close. I'll give Kai a point. He might want to win this ring for his wife. What singer renamed a Silver Dollar City theme park in Tennessee after herself in 1986? Y'all know that. Dolly, John Michael. Was Dolly Parton. She named it Dollywood. What 80s fitness guru is known for saying, love yourself, move your body, and watch your portions. I used to watch this crazy guy all the time because I thought he was hilarious. Richard Simmons. Kazara got it. Richard Simmons. I know I probably don't say that name correctly, but oh well. What was the it in the whispered promise, if you build it, he will come, during the Kevin Costner movie Field of Dreams? What was it in the whispered promise, if you build it, he will come, during the Kevin Costner movie Field of Dreams? Patty C, baseball. It was no, wait a minute. Cindy Sandu. I'm sorry, Cindy came in first with baseball. It was a baseball field. So I'm going to give Patty C and Cindy a point. Because they each got half a point. Or half a name. Well, Homemade Everything got the whole thing. Baseball field. I'm going to give a point to Homemade Everything, too. Way to go, Homemade. Patty and, I done forgot who the other one was. And Ark. Homemade Everything, yeah. What book series What book series in 1983 featured twins Jessica and Elizabeth Wakefield? What book series that was featured in 1983 featured twins Jessica and Elizabeth Wakefield? John Michael, Sweet Valley. Way to go. It was Sweet Valley High. And the best I can tell, she was the first one in with the answer. What Aussie folk hero gave up battling crocodiles in his rural town of Walkabout Creek for the jungles of Manhattan in the hit in 1986 film? What was the name of the movie? Crocodile Dundee. Cindy Sandu. Way to go, Cindy. I probably didn't read that question quite right, but it was Crocodile Dundee, and I watched every bit of that movie probably 2 or 3 times. What hairstyle was described as business in the front, party in the back? This is new to me. Oh. The mullet. John Michael, way to go. It was the mullet, and I had one that I guess you could call a mullet way back when. Kaiser mullet. I don't know. On my screen, John Michael came in first. Kilzara came in second. Patty C. third. April 4th. I'll give you a point anyway, Kilzara. What did a ditto machine make? Toys, sandwiches, or copies? What did a ditto machine make? Toys, sandwiches, or copies? Copies. John Michael got that one. Way to go. Sandwiches. Who had hits in the 80s with Another One Rides the Bus, Like a Surgeon, and I Love Rocky Road? Who had hits in the 80s with the Another One Rides the Bus, Like a Surgeon, and I Love Rocky Road? Weird Al, John Michael. Weird Al Yankovic. I used to watch him too. That just shows you that crazy can make you money. I mean, look at Kiss. That band, you know, the heavy metal group Kiss. Look at the money they made. They became so popular getting up on stage, acting crazy and dressing weird. And then you had Weird Al Yankovic, or whatever you call him. And then you had, what is his name? Boy George. He made a million acting crazy and dressing weird. Did he squash the watermelons? I don't remember. Seemed like I remember seeing a show where he squashed watermelons. The synthetic form of what glucose-regulated pancreatic hormone was approved by the FDA in 1982? Insulin, John Michael. It was insulin. Oh my Lord, Patty C. Well, hey, you got to guess at it. If you don't know, you're not sure, just make a guess. Because your guess may be right. You never know. Yeah, I remember the Gong Show. I need me a gong. I don't know where I could find one. Anytime somebody got the answer wrong, I just hit the gong. What arcade game was the first sequel to the original Pac-Man? Mrs. Pac-Man. John Michael got it. Cindy said Pac-Man, but it wasn't Pac-Man. It was Mrs. Pac-Man. That was the sequel to Pac-Man. What 1983 Stephen King novel about a haunted burial ground did the writer himself consider too dark and too scary? Pet Cemetery. John Michael got it. Way to go. Pet Cemetery. What flavor mimicking a popular salad dressing was paired with Doritos in 1986, making the irresistible snack even harder to say no to. Not Blue Ranch. And I can't just take ranch. Cool Ranch. Jarn Michael got it. It's Cool Ranch. In this case, I had to have the two names, you know, Cool and Ranch, because there's different ones of the ranch. So it's Cool Ranch is what it was. Woohoo! Jarn Michael. I knew the bag was blue and I got confused. Yeah, but you still got it right. Yeah, see, Jarn Michael at first said Blue Ranch, and then he said Cool, or she said Cool Ranch, and Cool Ranch is right. Or he, I'm not sure. I think it's a guy. What rock musical had the best-selling soundtrack of the 80s? What rock musical had the best-selling soundtrack of the 80s? Hi, Ann. How's Ann doing? What rock musical had the best-selling soundtrack of the 80s? Oh, you would know this, and you'll probably know it the minute you hear the answer. Not Grease. But that's a good answer, but it wasn't Grease. Not Led Zeppelin, not Bon Jovi. Not Men at Work. Purple Rain, Homemade Everything. Way to go. It was Purple Rain. Which European museum reopened in 1989 with a new 71-foot tall glass and steel pyramid designed by Chinese-American architect Empei? M-P-E-I is how it's spelled. Vegan, wait a minute. Jarn Michael, looks like you've got it. You didn't spell it quite correctly, but I don't think anybody did really, but I think Jarn Michael was the first. Jarn Michael. Way to go, Jarn Michael. It was the Louvre Museum. It was just the Louvre. Louvre, whatever. However you pronounce it, I don't know. I butchered the pronunciation of it. Okay, Kaiser, Kazera, and Vegan Manuel get a point. Tell you, some of these names you put up there for your handles are pretty difficult to pronounce. What stretchy fabric worn by many 80s hairband rockers had the brand name Lycra? Spandex, Jarn Michael. Way to go. Yeah, April, we'll give you a point for trying. What ball made out of thin rubber fibers was once described as a cross between a porcupine and a bowl of Jell-O? What a combination. What ball made out of thin rubber fibers was once described as a cross between a porcupine and a bowl of jello? Jarn Michael was first with that one. Way to go, Jarn Michael. It was Koosh, Koosh. And he was the first one in with the answer. Just a star will do. What portrait studio offering wardrobe changes, airbrush photos, and instant prints opened its first store in 1988? Y'all are thinking of the stores they were in, not Glamour Shots, homemade everything. Way to go. It was Glamour Shots, like the photograph of me that's up on the wall up there that somebody, who was it, asked me about that. They asked me who that was, and I told them it was me a few years ago. But it was Glamour Shots. Who hit a game-tying homer in 1983 that was erased when the umps said he had too much pine tar on his bat? Wade Boggs or George Brett? Way to go, Jarn Michael. It was George. It was George Brett. Keep turning those up the wrong way. Take My Breath Away by Berlin is from the soundtrack of what movie? Take My Breath Away by Berlin is from the soundtrack of what movie? Top Gun. Jarn Michael got it again. Way to go, Jarn Michael. I love that movie. I've watched it so many times over and over again. Foolish Lover's Game. Top Fun. I did too, Jarn Michael. I love that movie. In 1985, what did a team led by Robert Ballard find 400 miles east of Newfoundland and more than 12,000 feet deep in the Atlantic Ocean? What did they find? You need to see the second one. The second what? Jarn Michael got that again. It was Titanic. They found the Titanic. You need to see the second one, Linda. Where Wilson came in with Top Gun, I'll give him a point if that's what you're talking about. Way to go, Wilson. In 1987, Rick Astley music video Rick Ashley music video would you send under the guise of a different video to Rick roll someone? What? I don't even understand this question myself. It says, what 1987 Rick Ashley music video would you send under the guise of a different video to Rick roll someone? I don't even know what Rick roll means. But I know the song. I know the answer. What 1987 Rick Ashley music video would you send under the guise of a different video to Rick roll someone? Nobody? I was talking about Never Gonna Give You Up. Homemade Everything got that one. Way to go, Homemade. I was talking about the movie Top Gun. They have a second one. You need to see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew they had a second one out, but I've not been to see it yet. I bet it's good too. I said never. My chat lagged and it didn't come up. Oh, you did. Let's see. Homemade Everything is first with Never Gonna Give You Up. John Michael, you had Rick Roll. Rick Roll wasn't an answer. I sent it above April. You put in Rick Roll, that's not the answer. Homemade Everything came in right after you with Never Gonna Give You Up, and that was the answer. Never Gonna Give You Up. That's the answer. Oh, you did. I'm sorry, John Michael. You did. I'm sorry. I didn't see that one. My chat was lagging and I had to manually get it to come up. And that's how I missed it. But yeah, John Michael's right. He got that one. So you got the point for it. Sorry about that. Sorry, but I'm glad y'all see things that I don't catch sometimes because I can't watch, I can't tell everything that's going on with this chat sometimes. Be right back. Okay. Okay, John Michael. What country passed the 1 billion mark in population on its mainland in 1982? What country passed the 1 billion mark in population on its mainland in 1982? Kilzara, China, way to go. Was China. In what 1984 movie do the Eckerd brothers defend their home soil from Soviet soldiers who had invaded? Red Dawn, Patty C. Way to go, Patty C. It was Red Dawn. (1981) What country released 52 American hostages after 440 days of captivity after Ronald Reagan delivered his inaugural address? Way to go, Jarn Michael. You got it again. It was Iran. I tell you what, you're pretty good at this. Keep on the way you're going. You're going to win this ring. Wait a minute. Well, I show that you did get it right, Kevin, with Iran, but Jarn Michael was right above you on my laptop. So it was John Michael, Kevin Ward, Wilson Todd, Kilzara, Patty C, Homemade Everything. So you came in second, actually. I don't know how it shows on yours, but that's the way it shows on my live here. It's okay. All right. You got it. I'll give you a point, Kevin. I don't, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'll give you a point on that. No problem. What sneaker slogan did Portland, Oregon, Adam Dan Whedon famously dream up in 1988? That don't make sense. What sneaker slogan did Portland, Oregon, Adam Dan Whedon famously dream up in 1988? Just do it. Kizara got it. Way to go. Kizara. It was Just Do It. What TV actor and former bodyguard started his wrestling career as part of the first WrestleMania in 1985? Jarn Michael, it was Mr. T. Way to go. The Hulk. It was Mr. T. Doc Gooden and what Amazonian team won the 1986 World Series thanks in part to an epic meltdown by the Red Sox in Game 6? The Mets, Homemade Everything. Way to go. That's that curse they were talking about. It said the Sox would have to wait 18 more years to break the curse, as they call it. But it was the Mets. Which British Prime Minister was nicknamed the Iron Lady? Margaret Thatcher, John Michael. Way to go. Yeah, you misspelled it a little bit, but you spelled it close enough that I could see what it was, so. The video for what Cyndi Lauper song included a cameo from wrestling legend Captain Lou Albano as her dad? Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Kilzara, way to go. I remember her singing that video. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And you know, I bought my a goose. I think it's a goose for my granddaughter. It's a stuffed goose, and you can sit it on the counter, and the legs will hang down. And when you turn it on, it sings "Girls Just Want to Have Fun." And she was already a teenager when I gave it to her. But I told her in the card that I gave her, I said, anytime you feel down and sad, just turn on your goose and listen to Girls Want to Have Fun. I said, that'll cheer you up. I don't know if she still has it or not, but I hope she does. What fitness franchise combining aerobics with music and dance reached its first heights in the 1980s? What was it called? Jazzercise, Homemade Everything, way to go. It was Jazzercise. Who had a hit with Heat of the Moment in 1982? Europe, Asia, Chicago, or Boston? Nope. Asia. Kilzara got it. Asia. Which of these was a new addition to the Summer Games in Seoul in 1988? Karate, skateboarding, table tennis, or surfing? It was table tennis. Homemade Everything got it. Way to go, Homemade. What slugger who hit a record-setting 755 home runs during his 3-decade career was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1982? Hank Aaron, John Michael, way to go. It was Hank Aaron. Which space shuttle blasted into orbit in 1981 to officially kick off NASA's Space Shuttle program? Atlantis, Columbia, or Discovery? Columbia. John Michael got it. Way to go. What was the process, or what was the name of the process by which pumice stones were used to soften garments? Remember when those jeans came out? Stonewashing. John Michael got it. Way to go. It was stonewashing. Remember when the blue jeans came out and they were labeled stonewashed and they were softer than the original blue jean fabric that they made blue jeans out of? And everybody went crazy over them because they were softer material. That's because they were stonewashed. What sci-fi? What scientific name was given to the Strategic Defense Initiative, an anti-ballistic missile system established by President Reagan? This is crazy. It was a movie. Yeah, they were washed with stone, Brian. I know, a Star Wars program. John Michael got it. Way to go, John Michael. Star Wars. I didn't read that question very good. The words in it were crazy. What nickname was given to the group of young actors in the 1980s that included Emilio Estevez and Rob Lowe? Brat Pack. Brian P. Way to go, Brian. It was Brat Pack. What are the first names of the music duo Halls and Oates? What are their first names? I love to hear them sing. Daryl's one of them. What's the other one? Daryl and John. Kilriza got it, and I'll give a point to Brian for getting those too. So Brian and Kilzara both got that. In 1986, what music foundation held its first induction ceremony? Where did Stephen come from? No. Listen to the question. In 1986, what music foundation held the first induction ceremony? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Homemade everything. Way to go. It was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Wait a minute. Kilzara got that too. I didn't see she come in right ahead of Homemade Everything. So Kilzara actually got it. Both of you got points on it. No, wait a minute. I was right to begin with. It was Homemade Everything that came in first. It was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Way to go, Homemade. I was doubting my own decision here. What geological event at Candlestick Park in 1989 postponed the World Series between San Francisco Giants and the Oakland Athletics? It was an earthquake. John Michael got it. Way to go. It says it was an earthquake. The series resumed after 10 days, and the A's swept the Giants in 4 games. They had an earthquake. What show featured a talking car called Kit? I love that show, Knight Rider. Oh, and I just gave you the answer. I'm sorry. So we'll have to throw that question out. We'll have to throw it out because I told y'all the answer. Sorry. But I said when I get a new car, this was years ago, I kept telling my kids when I got a new car, it was going to be Kit, like the car in Knight Rider. Because I wanted it to be able to come pick me up at my door. I'm sorry, y'all. I gave the answer to it, and I'm sorry about that. What Massachusetts governor lost in an electoral college landslide to Vice President George H. Bush in 1988? Wilson got it. It's Michael Dukakis or whatever. So Wilson, you got it. Way to go, Wilson. It said Bush was the first incumbent vice VP to win a presidential election in 152 years. Wow, that's a long time. It was hot. April says, I had a red car like Kit. I need a car like Kit. I need one that'll come to me when I tell it to come. I need it to start up and warm up the car for me on a cold day. Or start up and turn the AC on a hot day and cool the car off before I go out and get in it. I haven't found one like that yet that I could afford. Which French wrestler was part of the WrestleMania 3 main event attended by a huge audience at Detroit's Pontiac Silverdome? What wrestler? And Andre the Giant. John Michael got it. Way to go, John Michael. What filmmaker wrote and directed several classic 10 comedies of the 80s? Let me start over. What filmmaker wrote and directed several classic teen comedies of the 80s, including Weird Science? Not Steven. Nope, not Ron Howard. Nope, not Tim. Not Mel. John Hughes, Homemade Everything. You got it. Way to go, Homemade. John Michael came in second on that. Which U.S. city hosted the 1984 Summer Games, which were boycotted by the Soviets in retaliation for America's 1980 no-show in Moscow? John Michael, Los Angeles, way to go. Brian P. said he got it first. I show you come in third, Brian. John Michael came in first with Los Angeles. Kilzara came in second. And then I show Brian P. with Los Angeles third. April says, I'm making a smoothie. I put the Myco greens I grow in it. That sounds good, April. Who is the creator of CNN, which became broadcasting from Atlanta in 1980 at the first 24-hour news cable channel? Ted Turner. Wait a minute. Yeah, John Michael, you came in first there. You and Brian P. were fighting for that one. Because y'all both popped up at the same time, but John Michael was first. Brian P. second, Kilzara third, Kevin Ward fourth, and Wilson fifth. You put protein. Yeah, I used to put protein powder in mine. I don't do it anymore because I take so many vitamins. What mountains are home to Kellerman's Resort, the setting for the films Dirty Dancing, the Catskills, Adirondack, or Berkshires? That's three choices. Catskills, Adirondacks, I know I don't pronounce that correct, or Berkshires. Catskills, Homemade Everything. Way to go, Homemade. What Oliver Stone movie stars Michael Douglas as a ruthless corporate raider who describes greed as good? What Oliver Stone movie stars Michael Douglas? Wall Street kills. Wait a minute. Patty C got it first. Wall Street. Patty C, way to go. Y'all came in almost at the same time, three of you. Wilson, Kilzara, and Patty C, but Patty C was first. Kale and blueberries are good for your brain. I think I need them after this game. Yeah, I always put kale in, and I had blueberries in the one I made on the video the other day. I had cherries, blueberries, pineapple, grapes, purple grapes, and red grapes and green grapes, watermelon, and I had my kale, my greens from the garden. Because of his ability to connect with ordinary people, what great three-word nickname did Ronald Reagan receive? Because of his ability to connect with ordinary people, what great three-word nickname did Ronald Reagan receive? What did they call him? The great communicator. Kevin Ward got it. Way to go, Kevin. Go home. I don't know. I missed some of this conversation going on in chat. Patty C's telling somebody to go home. And there's Vicky. Hi, Vicky from Kansas City. In 1983, where 700 plus copies of music records, video games, cartridges, or disco balls buried in New Mexico desert. So you got to choose which one it was. In 1983, they buried 700,000 plus copies of what? Music records, video games, video game cartridges, or disco balls buried in New Mexico desert. Which did they bury? Homemade everything. It was video games. Way to go, Homemade. Bounty hunter Samus Aran, who was on a mission to defeat Mother Brian, was revealed to be a woman after the player beat what video game? I need to plug my camera in. I don't know what the battery is on it right now, but it's fading out with me. Homemade everything. It was Meteoroid. Way to go, Homemade. Oh, you're not terrible. What kind of gum often featured pairs of twins in its 80s ad campaigns? Double mint. Way to go, Brian P. It was double mint. What Star Trek The Next Generation actor also hosted the PBS children's program Reading Rainbow started in 1983? What was the actor? LeVar Burton. Homemade everything. Way to go. I know y'all remember the movie this took place in. In Gremlins, what three things is Gizmo supposed to avoid? Your internet skipped a beat. Water, food, after midnight, and sunlight. Way to go, Brian P. Because if he got any of that, he multiplied, didn't he? See how long we've been playing for. We'll play, let's see, about another 5 minutes. Unless y'all want to go longer. But I'm thinking maybe we'll play another 5 minutes. And then I'll call the winner. It's up to y'all. I mean, we can play longer, but I don't want to keep everybody on here all night when they don't want to hang out. Because some people, have to work tomorrow. Some people don't, but some people need to go to bed. Patty says play. Go longer and chat. Well, we can go longer after we quit playing. We can still stay in here and chat. I want to keep my winnings, Linda. You got 4. Kevin says, I do. I'm retired. Not me retired. Kevin. But yeah, I can call the winner in 5 minutes and we can still chat. We don't have to close out the chat just because we quit playing. But we can keep playing if y'all want to. I'm just trying to be considerate of some people that can't stay in real late. Okay. The 2-lane road from Chicago to LA at 2,400 plus miles avenue to get your kicks on was historically decommissioned as a highway in 1985. So what was it? Route 66, Kelzara. I'm going to give Brian a point and Kelzara because she put 66. It really needs to be Route 66, but both of you will get a point. I know sometimes you abbreviate the letters to get a quick answer in, but yeah, I know it. She meant Route 66, so. Way to go, Brian P. and Kelzara. What was the weight of the Osborne 1, the first mass production full-featured portable computer? 4 pounds, 10 pounds, or 24 pounds? Brian P., 24 pounds. Vicky says no idea. All right, what kind of contact lens was first marketed in 1987 by Johnson & Johnson? Gas permeable, soft, or disposable? Homemade everything. It was disposable. Is Ann leaving? If she is, I didn't see it. You have neck surgery at 5:30. Okay, Ann. We'll be praying for you. Best of luck. You have a good night and have a really good day tomorrow. And we pray that you come through the surgery with no hiccups this time. It was the disposable lenses that came in effect in 1987. Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, they even had a, wait a minute. I was reading you the answer, sorry. I have to skip to the next question. The process of profiling what genetic material was developed by Alec Jeffreys in 1984. DNA, Brian P., way to go. What company founded by street performers in Quebec in the early 80s is known for its gravity-defying aerobats and stunning costumes? What company founded by street performers in Quebec in the early 80s is known for its gravity-defying aerobats and stunning costumes? Kilzara got it. It is Circus of the Sun. Kilzara, way to go. We've lost quite a few people. We're down to 26 people, y'all. In 1982, Harrison Ford movie is based on the book Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? What 1982 Harrison Ford movie is based on the book Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Homemade everything. It's Blade Runner. Way to go, Homemade. Did we lose John Michael? He hasn't answered anything lately. Because right now, John Michael is the winner. Which Candice Bergen character was an investigative journalist for a news show called FYI, and later in the series, a single mom? Murphy Brown by Brian P. Way to go. Not Wall Street. It was Murphy Brown. What was the most popular boy's name in the United States in 1983? Was it Evan, Kyle, or Michael? Kilzara, Michael, way to go. Is John Michael still here? Or did we lose him? Because he's winning. He's got more points than anybody right now. And I hope he didn't just leave. Oh no, don't tell me he left a long time ago. He was the winner. He has more points than anybody right now. He has EON or CON, I can't. One. Yeah, he did. So far, he's the winner. I mean, nobody's got as many answers correct as he's gotten up till now. I didn't know he left. I just noticed he hasn't been answering questions. I didn't see him post that. I wish I'd have seen it. I mean, that's one reason I wanted to call it at 2 hours, because we don't usually play longer than 2 hours. And as many points as he had, I hate for him to lose because he had to leave. I'm looking back to see where he left. Oh my goodness, where is he? I haven't. Oh my goodness, I don't even. I went way back and I don't see him. Yeah, I see it now. He said, "I'm going to skedaddle on out of here. Bye, guys." But he was the winner. I mean, if I'd have stopped playing when I said, he would have won. Because he had, even right now, he's got more points than anybody else. Brian says he'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, but if we keep playing, somebody else is going to win. He's not going to be the winner. Yeah, whoever comes in second is going to win because he's left. And Brian says, well, let's keep playing. All right. What 1986 fundraiser event combating world hunger involved a human chain of 6.5 million people stretching from New York to California? That's close. We're the world, but what was it called? What fundraising event? Hands Across America. Homemade Everything got it. Way to go, Homemade. It was Hands Across America. I thought I told him before he ever, way before he ever left, that he was the winner so far. Vicky says it won't be me. Others typing answers before I hear the end of the question, telling you my internet is slow. In the mid 80s, what liquid did the New York Giants dump over their coach to celebrate a victory beginning a sports tradition? Gatorade, Brian P. Way to go, Brian. It was Gatorade. What English musical theater composer wrote the music for Cats, Starlight Express, and The Phantom of the Opera? Who wrote those? Who wrote the music for Cats, Starlight Express, and Phantom of the Opera? Andrew Lloyd Webber. Homemade Everything got it. Way to go, Homemade. We're going on to 2.5 hours now. What California set novel by Amy Tan about four Chinese American daughters and their mothers was published in 1989? What California set novel by Amy Tan about four Chinese American daughters and their mothers was published in 1989? The Joy Luck Club, homemade everything. Way to go. Yeah, I wish he hadn't left because he still may end up being the winner. If he is, I'll just have to hold the ring until he's in live chat next to get his mailing address, I guess. What first name is shared by a founding member of Van Halen and the singer who performed Take Me Home Tonight in 1986? Eddie, Jana, Jacob, you got it. Dilly bobbers, a fad in the summer of 1982, were worn on what part of your body? I remember those, but I didn't know what they were called. Where were they worn? Patty C, the head. It was worn on the head. And what it was the antenna-like headbands came adorned with things like sparkly balls, stars, or hearts. I remember those. I never wore any of them, though. Well, like I said, we're not playing much longer because we've been on almost 2.5 hours, and I'm getting tired. So, if he's still the winner at the end of the game, when we stop, then I'll just hold it for him till I get his mailing address. And if I can't get in contact with him in the next live, then it'll go to the runner-up. That's only fair, I think, because I hate to make him forfeit his win because he couldn't stay. What actors played separate at birth twin brothers who found each other after 35 years in the movie in the 1988 movie Twins? What actors played separate at birth twin brothers? You remember who those two people were? They were as different as night and day, but they were supposed to be twins. Yeah, it was Schwarzenegger and who else? Brian got Schwarzenegger. Who was the other one? DeVito, the vegan menu. There you go. Okay, I know you're down. I'm too tired to even find your name. It was Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I always say his name wrong. I usually go live to play trivia on Thursday nights. But I have a live on Sunday at 3 and then Thursday at 7. And then sometimes I just pop up and have a live other than that that's not scheduled. But if you've hit all notifications, you get a notification that I am going live. But yeah, the next time will be Sunday. Sunday at 3. September 911 trivia questions. Yeah, right now, homemade everything has 5, 10, 15, 20, 27, no, 20, 22 points. And Jarn Michael has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 points. Kilzara has 15. Brian P. has 10. So it's between homemade everything and Jarn Michael. I'm actually ready to call it because I am tired, and I know some of you other people are. I mean, I'd rather just sit back and relax a little bit. My husband got me on one. You couldn't type faster than him? Okay, so we'll call it, and if hopefully he'll come in the next live that I have. And if he does, I'll tell him that he did win the ring, and to send me his mailing address. And if he doesn't claim it by next Thursday, I mean, hopefully he might be in chat on Sunday. But if he's in chat on Thursday of next week, then I can try to get his mailing address. If not, we can give the ring to Homemade Everything, because she's runner-up. And I got to do something with my cats. It sounds like they're killing one another. I'll be right back. Get out of here. I fed Little Buddy and Lucky just before I started my live. And I left the bowls out there, and they didn't eat all the food. So there was other cats, stray cats, trying to come up to the porch to eat the food. And they were about to have a cat fight out there. So I just ran out there on the porch and grabbed the bowls and brought them in the house. So there's nothing out there for them to fight over now. But those stray cats have realized I feed them out on the porch. And they come around late at night. They're looking for the food that may be left in the bowl, I guess. So I've started trying to bring it in the house so there's no food out there at night for them. Kevin says, "Oh my Lord, I heard it." Once you feed them, they never go away. Yeah, I've had skunks coming in the yard for food. I've had a possum up on the porch. But one night I heard some ruckus on the porch, and I opened the door and turned the light on. There was a possum staring at me. And Little Buddy beside him. Yeah, so the possum and the skunks have realized there's food out there. So I try not to leave it out when they get through eating. But I was late doing that because I'm live and I didn't want to go to the door to get it, and I forgot it too, so. Kevin says he's got a crazy cat in his garbage. Well, they don't get in my garbage because it has a locked lid. And I guess they don't know there's garbage out there. And I don't put food in it. I don't put food scraps in it. All my food scraps go in my compost bin. So if any animals get in the food that's thrown away, they get in the compost bin to get it. They don't go to my trash can. It's a cough drop. It's Luden's cherry cough drops that I've been sucking on. Just not out of the hand. Yeah, it'll happen. And you should be getting your seeds pretty soon, Tom Wilson. No, I don't have an air fryer. I've never used one. You don't want to be fed out of the hand I coughed in, huh? Yeah, I've seen people use them, in videos and stuff. But I've never had one. I've never tried it, so I don't know. Janice says you don't need one. Well, yeah, I guess I don't haven't bought new stuff like that because I really don't need it. It's just me here. Well, thank you, Jana. You set your fire alarm off many times. Makes the best frozen foods crispy and delicious. Yeah, but did you have to buy the stuff that's already prepared and you just put it in the air fryer? Because I don't usually buy a lot of stuff that's already prepared and you just pop it in the air fryer. Not me, my husband. What do you mean, what if the ring was in a pawn shop? It's not in a pawn shop. It's right on my finger right there. Oven with fans. No, it's not really black. I don't know what color you consider it to be. I mean, I don't think it's black. It's almost like a maroon color. No, you use fresh stuff. Great for that too. Love my air fryer. Really, Sheila? Because I think in most of the videos I've watched, the food that most people have put in there is like battered fish that's already half cooked and they just put it in the air fryer and it comes out brown and crispy. I don't know. It's interesting. The devil is in the details. Oh, really? You do a roasted tier chicken in your air fryer? It's a ladies' ring, Wilson. And I don't know if Jarmichael is married or if he's a single man or if he's got a girlfriend, but you've made bacon, hamburgers, chicken wings, and other stuff. Wow. It does them pretty quick. That is how you learn to cook. Watching. Yep, that's exactly right. And see, I've had so many comments on cooking videos that, oh, you're taking too long. Um, you know, but I've answered in reply that, hey, I've got people that are trying to learn how to cook certain things. Or maybe they've never cooked at all and they're just learning. They want to see all the details. And I said, most of my viewers love my longer videos because I show everything. I don't cut a lot of it out to where they don't know what they're doing. So, you know, I'm going to continue on as long as it works. You sense lie? Sense? I'm not sure I understand that, Kevin. You never change. Yeah, I'm not changing. A lot of people like my videos the way they are because they say I'm the real deal. Believe it or not, some people, some of these newlyweds, these young girls, they've never peeled a potato. They've never chopped up a carrot. They've never chopped an onion. And I've had tons of older women message me and say, don't stop showing them how to do that because there's so many young people that have never done it. And it helps them to see you do it. So that's why I do it. I don't eat enough food to need one. Sometimes I don't think I do either, April. And I eat more now since I do cooking videos than I ever have because I've got the food cooked. So if you got it right in front of you, most of the time you're going to eat some of it. Oh, you like my barbecue video? You love my videos uncensored with all the flaws and mistakes. Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. And some of my viewers say it helps them because if they make a mistake when they're trying to cook something, they don't feel like a failure. It happens to everybody. At one time or another, you're always going to do something wrong or, you know, something's going to happen in your cooking. It's not going to be the way you planned it to be. But that doesn't mean you've ruined your food, that you got to throw it away. There's always different ways to save your food, you know. Turn it into something else. Air fryer is more like browning it, maybe. Heating it up and browning it. I don't know. I've never used one, so I really can't comment much on it. Well, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, just scrap the burnt part. Scrape the burnt part off. I make great snacks. Thank you, Kevin. I like that you don't use your channel to get people to send you free stuff, LOL. So many now use hints for money and to get people to send things. Well, I've had people when I first started, you know, they'd get in live chat and they say they love to watch my videos, but they don't have money to give. They can't send me money and they can't send me this. And I said, don't worry about it. I'm not asking people to send me money. I'm not asking any of my subscribers to send me things. I just ask that you watch my videos. I bet it was, April. And there's Savage Commentary. Hello, you are genuine. Thank you. I've got little buddy scratching my door. He wasn't out there a while ago, so I better let him in. Come on, you want a treat? No, you can eat what's right there. There's food right there in that bowl. He had treats already. I fed him and gave him treats before I started my live, and then put a bowl of dry food out on the porch for him, so if they got hungry while I was doing my live, they'd have food out there. He's out there scratching on the door wanting to come in to get his treats. He wants more treats. Yeah, he gets determined. If you don't let him in when he first starts scratching, he'll start scratching harder. Air fryers are a healthier way of cooking. It is supposed to replace grease and deep frying, so it's not really meant for baking or that type of cooking. Yeah. And that's kind of what I get to. I don't really deep fry a lot of food anymore. Now, if I fry fresh fish, like my fish video that I did, I will kind of deep fry it in a pot with grease. Because that's really the only way you can do fresh fish that's just been battered. To my way of thinking, I don't know, maybe you can put that in an air fryer. I don't know. But, I still fry my fish. But that's basically the only thing I deep fry now. I did deep fry those cake balls or whatever you want to call them. Because it's the only way I know to make them. Other than just make a cupcake out of it. Homemade everything says I can bake a something in mine. That word is behind a cake in mine. Really? Well, I've seen a lot of different kinds. Some of them are just like black dome little pots, and you pull out a tray or a basket that you put your food down in. And I've seen some videos where they're like microwaves. They look like a microwave sitting on the counter. But they have air fryer settings or something on them. I didn't even know they made them like that till I saw it in a video. Yeah, Homemade Everything said hers is like a small oven. That sounds interesting. You can cook a whole chicken in one. My nanny did peppers in a jar like you do. Yeah, we're losing a lot of people. We're down to 24 people in chat right now. I'm wanting banana bread. Well, I'll tell you what, that zucchini bread I made, that recipe I used, that was like eating a cake. That was not like eating bread of any kind of bread I've ever eaten. Because it tastes just like cake when you eat it. It was so good. Oh my God. But banana bread is good too. I cook that quite often. Okay, Brian P., I'm going to call it a night too. I'm tired. We've been on here for 2.5 hours. So, if I don't go live before then, I guess I'll see you Sunday afternoon at 3. But watch my videos in the meantime and look out, because you know me, I'm liable to pop up with a live anytime between now and Sunday. Just because I want to. Thank you, Jana. Well, love y'all. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.